And so everything done with the player, 7 years contract. Sporting said no. Man United decided to invest but owned by Sporting, so Chelsea are monitoring Essugo. Hello everyone, welcome back on the channel. 1 Hour Sports here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. And today guys, we have to clarify all the details, all the secrets, everything on the Geovany Quenda between Chelsea and Sporting. What happened with Man United, and also
there is an important quote on Man United's side and it's about Bruno Fernandes. He said, "I had the possibility to leave." Let's jump into it together. And so guys, here we are, back after last night. I was posting this morning a video we recorded last night, when we got the news. Geovany Quenda to Chelsea, here we go at 5 AM in the morning, having a crazy transfer story. But let's enter into the details of this, because first of all, let me confirm, Geovany Quenda can be considered a Chelsea player. Here we go, the deal is done, all the contracts are ready with the agent of the player, George Mendes, heavily involved in this story. Chelsea wanted to keep everything secret to avoid any hijack, any surprise for this deal, and so, everything done with the player, 7 years contract, 1 year option. Geovany Quenda will join Chelsea in summer 2026, so in 1 year, and this was a crucial point to get the deal done for Chelsea, because other clubs, including Manchester United, wanted to sign Quenda immediately, not in summer 2026, so Chelsea were open to accepting the Sporting conditions. Let us enjoy the player for 1 more season. But we want to close the deal now, we don't want to wait for the summer. Why Chelsea didn't want to wait for the summer? Because Chelsea knew about Manchester United. Man United wanted Geovany Quenda. Man United tried to get Geovany Quenda in the January transfer window. The budget for Man United in January for financial fair player restrictions was something around 35 million euros. Man United tried to approach Sporting, but Sporting said that transfer fee was absolutely not enough to sign the player. Also Man United wanted Quenda immediately, January or in the summer, not in 2026, and this was a crucial point. Sporting said no. Man United decided to invest that budget on Patrick Dorgu, and then they wanted to try again in the summer for Quenda. Special relationship with Ruben Amorim, really appreciated internally in the club. So, Man United wanted Quenda, and Man United were also surprised when last night, there was the bomb. Geovany Quenda to Chelsea. They anticipated also other clubs. Why Chelsea wanted to be so fast on Quenda? They knew that especially Bayern working on Geovany Quenda, so Man United for sure, but also Bayern will sign a very important winger in the summer. Bayern have already started discussions with the agents, representatives of several wingers around Europe, and they spoke to George Mendes about Geovany Quenda around November, December, January to be informed about the player, so Chelsea wanted to anticipate all the other clubs, accepted Sporting conditions for Geovany Quenda, and also the player will join in 2026. The transfer fee, from what I'm told, doesn't include any sell-on clause, any future sale percentage, and any add-on. The transfer fee is 51 million euros, and Chelsea will cover the taxes of the deal. So that's the agreement for Geovany Quenda to Chelsea from Sporting. It's a here we go, it's a done deal. For Manchester United it's a blow, because they wanted a player. They were in discussions with player side for a long time. That is a crucial point, and that's really important. For Chelsea, Geovany Quenda, in the discussions they had with Enzo Maresca involved, and let me touch on this point, because I told you already last few weeks, Chelsea are involving Enzo Maresca in the transfer decisions they are making for present and future, and so they had several conversations with Enzo Maresca, and Maresca see Geovany Quenda as a perfect player, to be a winger of the future. To play 1vs1, playing 1vs1 is what Quenda wants to do. The player didn't want to be a wing-back, as Manchester United were offering to be in a 3-5-2, or maybe playing behind the striker. He wanted to be a pure winger, 1vs1. Chelsea were pushing a lot on this point, and Enzo Maresca was crucial also, to explain the player his point of view. Geovany Quenda accepted, so that was absolutely important for Chelsea, to get the green light. As I mentioned, everything agreed. We wait for an official statement, but what we can confirm is that Chelsea signed Geovany Quenda. Also important to say, guys, that Chelsea remain interested in Essugo, the midfielder from Sporting. I did a video after the January transfer window telling you how Chelsea were signing Essugo from St Etienne's midfielder, but Essugo remains a player they want. He's a player they are tracking. He's represented by the same people, so Chelsea had several conversations, on player side, and on club side with Sporting. The player is on loan to Las Palmas, but owned by Sporting, so Chelsea are monitoring Essugo. It's not a done deal at this stage, but Chelsea are monitoring the player, and having discussions in terms of transfer fee, potential package, so Chelsea signed Geovany Quenda, and are working also for Essugo, because they believe he can be a really important midfielder in the future. Again, remember that Chelsea signed Essugo. He's now part of Chelsea's squad, adapting to England, adapting to Premier League, adapting to new life in London. Then he will go on loan to Strasbourg in the summer, and he's signing that Chelsea really like for the future, but also Essugo could be part of the block group. Let's see what happens with Chelsea, with Strasbourg, but for sure they had conversations, while for now it's not a done deal. We mentioned Manchester United, guys, and I wanted to say something important, because last night, hat-trick for Bruno Fernandes in Europa League. Bruno is always Bruno. Bruno is always making an impact. This season has been fantastic, but let me say, Bruno is always fantastic, despite having difficult seasons at Manchester United, not winning major trophies, apart from, of course, some good results in the FA Cup and all the rest, but obviously the desire for a player like Bruno is to win something different, but Bruno has always been super committed, super serious. You remember the exclusive story last summer, when I told you Bruno is extending the contract at Manchester United. It was a massive one, but it was massive, because Bruno yesterday, after the game, said, I had the chance to leave Manchester United. I had an important proposal, important opportunities last summer, and I decided to stay after speaking to the club, to the coaching staff. What's the point? Is Bruno saying the truth? Guys, it's more than true. It's more than true, because Bruno Fernandes had two possibilities. One was an approach before the Champions League final, so even before the start of the summer transfer window, from Paris Saint-Germain to be informed about Bruno Fernandes, but there was no chance for Manchester United to give the green light, so Paris Saint-Germain's top target has always been João Neves. Number 1, 2, and 3. Bruno was an extra story. He was never an alternative to João Neves, because PSG always considers João Neves as their top target, but the real proposal he had on the table, in terms of a big proposal, was from Saudi Arabia. There was crazy money on the table for Bruno Fernandes, in summer 2023, 2 years ago, and also in summer 2024. They wanted Bruno again, but Bruno decided to stay at Man United, to respect Man United, to be committed to Man United. He loves the club, he loves the city, he loves the feeling he has with all the people of the club. He wants to win at Man United. And so Bruno sent a very clear message: I want to stay here. I'm open to signing a new contract. Man United gave him an important contract, and so Bruno ended up staying. But Saudi was a strong possibility for Bruno Fernandes, and when he says I had a proposal, yes, from Saudi, that was really concrete. But Bruno once again showing how committed he is to Man United. And so everyone, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Geovany Quenda to Essugo, but also Bruno Fernandes. What's your feeling on this Quenda story? One of the craziest stories. And we are in March. Imagine what's next. Imagine what's going to happen in the next months with the transfer window. Guys, let me know your opinion here in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon, with Narlan Baker. Ciao. Subscribe to the